Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, this is I'm Jose, and I will be showing you how to add Facebook Live video to your page. Early this year, I was having a conversation with some of my friends, and they run a not-for-profit. And we were talking about what the plans are for their website, and I've been working along with them on making their website. And basically anything tech, I do it for them. And so just a bit of context, they do lots of live streaming, frequent live streaming on using Facebook. And the cycle is they do the live stream, and then they share the link on WhatsApp. And that's how people access the live stream. And so we were chatting, and I said, okay, look, let me have a look, let me have a test. And when I go to the WhatsApp to go access the link, I come across something interesting. I didn't have my password on my computer or my phone, wherever I was then. And I guess I'm not the exception. I guess it happens to other people that whenever you get a link from Facebook, you have to log in if you don't have it saved. And so I thought, okay, I simply just wanted to access the live stream, but then you come across the login, the credentials. And Facebook does this because of the metrics that you get that you get from the user, the credentials when you're there, right? The length of stay and engagement. Just for a bit of extra context, these are some of the most popular live streaming platforms nowadays. You're probably familiar with some of them. And as you can see, Facebook's one of them. And some of you might know maybe Twitch. Twitch, I know, as far as I know, I'm not a gamer, but I know it has a lot to do with games and streaming games. And as in 2020, gaming is no longer the most popular streaming category on Twitch. It's just chatting now. So that has been, I think it's very interesting how it's something that was made mainly for streaming games or gaming. It's been changing to just chatting. So people, I guess, it keeps changing, right? And all right, back to the story. This is what I was telling you about. The Facebook live streams typically cannot be watched without first logging in due to the interactive features that you get. So I come with the idea of thinking, okay, there's a problem there with people trying to access the live stream, but they need the credentials to access the live stream. And that's not only just Facebook, that could also be for any other platform. And the organization, they also wanted to give more life to their website. They wanted to make it a bit more dynamic, not really so on the static side. So I thought, okay, one thing we can do is we can combine these two and basically do what I can call it, I guess, platform freedom. Take the link or the API, take it out of Facebook and put it on the WordPress page. And I thought this way we can tackle both. We can give more life to the WordPress page. It will be more interactive. And whenever you share the link via WhatsApp or anything, you're not limited to the credentials. You can just access the link because it's outside of Facebook. Of course, you lose some of the metrics, but that's, you can do the, I guess you have to think which one matters more. So that was the solution, right? One solution will lead to the other one. Calling the API on WordPress would mean that we could also tackle the accessibility, and we could also give more life to the website. It would be a bit more alive, more interactive, more dynamic. So you can see that's it's just another. I like memes. I don't know about you, but as you can tell, I'm trying to make it as fun as possible. So platform freedom, website resuscitation. You give more life to the website. And so that was the, I guess, the more big picture. Now comes a bit more technical, if you're interested in more the technical side. Maybe just for a show of hands, anyone here that is not a coder, developer? It's not? Okay, yeah, okay, good. Then hopefully that was entertaining. Let's see some more of the technical side. So this is what you would come first when you come into starting the code. This is where most of the heavy work will happen. As you can see on the right-hand side on the top, you can see my apps. That means it's already logged into my account. But this is, of course, just a presentation. And if you log in here, this is where you create the app. You create an app. We're not going to go. It's not a deep technical walkthrough because we don't have time. But I would just guide you and show you how you can do it, and then in basic, just 3 steps, and then you can play around with it. You create the app in here, and once you create the app, the only thing you need to know is that it has to be a business app. That's all. So we can follow along. Once you create the app, a business app, you can see in top middle, you can see it says app type. Hopefully you can see. It says business. And then you get this dashboard. And in here, the only thing you need to do is add 2 permissions. I'll tell them to you. It's pages show list and pages read engagement. You get those 2. And those permissions, what they do is they enable you to be able to access the content on your Facebook page. And yeah, that's big. That's what they do, both. And so, by this time, we've already created the app. And when you create the app, I forgot to mention, you first have to have a Facebook page already created. And that's also very straightforward. So that one's first. You first have to have the Facebook page. Then you create the app. When you're creating the app, it's just like an installation of any other installation. It tells you, would you like to link this app to a Facebook page? And you'll say yes. You select your Facebook page, and you'll get this. And then you do the permissions. After this, you go into up there at the top, middle. There's a button that says Tools. You'll go into an option there that says, a button that says Graph API Explorer, which will lead you to this. And in here, as you can see, you make an API request. As you can see, my app there on the right, under the Generate Access Token, you can see that you can read the name of my app. That was WordCamp App 2. You use a user token, and then there are 2 permissions that I named you before, right there on the permissions section, pages show list and pages read engagement. You make that call, and then you get this response, meaning it's working. And you can see in the middle here, you have WordCamp demo in the middle, in green. That's the Facebook page that I created for this test. And basically, if you've made it this far, you've made it. Like this, basically, you've done it. You have it all. This is also, if you're familiar with Postman, you can also do it with Postman. And then there's one more step that you need to know. You need a long-lived token, because before, on the first call, on the first test, you get a token, but it's a limited token for a limited amount of time, maybe 2 hours. But then that's just for testing. If you want this on production, you'll need a long-living token. And what you need for this, you need what you have here, this information. You need this token, the one that you just generated there. You need the ID of your app. You need the ID of your Facebook page, which is also there. Everything's here. And you make another request to this link, which you guys can have access later if you want. I think everything's going to be published, right, or shared. And that's what you get here at the bottom. You can see there's the response. You have access token, and you can see it expires in 5,182 seconds. That means it's a long living token, and then it will continue to reactivate. That's citations, and thank you. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jose. That was really, really interesting and useful. We're going to do a quick change. Why don't you come over this way with me just for a second? We probably have time for like one question. If anyone had one quick question, we get the next one set up. If not, we can give Jose another round of applause.
Thank you.